Hello, everybody. It's Monday. It's Monday. My camera looks really weird when I look at it. I gotta fix that. Some new box or something. Something's weird. Something's weird over there. I noticed that the other day. Just looks different. Hi. It's Monday. This is Coffee with Curmudgeons. Here's coffee. Here's curmudgeons. And I am Doc Normal. And with me, as always, next to me, right here, is Jerry. Hi, Jerry.
Oh, hi. I was just getting some breakfast. Hello, everybody. I'm Jerry.
Breakfast.
And I'm Jerry, and you're not.
Breakfast.
Hello, everybody. Happy Monday.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi.
So, we're going to start a band, huh?
Well, you know, I was inspired, right? So I'm sitting there over the weekend, and I'm not gonna say it overtly. I'm just gonna say I may have been purging and on Twin Peaks a little bit. I don't know. It's one of those shows where it's like a Lay's potato chip. You just can't eat one. So I get going because I got to know what's going on next episode and the next episode and the next episode.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot. His name's not Jerry. It's Jason Allen.
Oh, hello, everybody. Yeah.
So right down there. I had to read it.
Yeah.
No, Jerry was the guy I met last night.
Ah, okay.
And I think I joined his band.
Sweet.
Yeah. You know how that works?
It happens, yeah. I one time I went to Oktoberfest and ended up in a polka band. It just happens.
Yeah. No,
you never know.
This was like
how in the heck did I get in Lederhosen?
I know. Well, I didn't get Lederhosen, but it's I could have.
It could have went that way.
It could have went that way.
I could have swerved and ended up in Lederhosen. No, I'm watching Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it occurred to me. It hit me like an epiphany. Thunderbolt from the gods. And it suddenly occurred to me that I need to start a band and name it after the secret society in Twin Peaks, the Bookhouse Boys.
There you go.
That is entirely a too good of name just to go unused, right? Mm-hmm. It's someone's got to utilize that, grasp it, and make the most of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I did some of that, but I don't know.
You did some grasping?
Well, I did some of that.
Yeah.
That watching stuff.
Yeah.
This camera's really bothering me. I'll have to fix it later. There's so many things. You know what I did, though? Here? I mean, you can't see it. I pulled this thing out. I didn't remount it so that I didn't, like last Friday, every time my camera would pop up, you'd get a big close-up of my chin.
Well, I just thought
that was really swell.
I just thought you were experimenting in, 3D.
It definitely looked like experimenting in 3D. It definitely looked like it.
You know what we could have done? We could have just turned it over to black and white to make it look like a 50s French film. And I could have just sat there doing like a mime thing. Like, wow, what sort of streaming thing are they doing? Looks like an acid trip.
We will get to that point at some point. I'm logging into my Facebook because I didn't do that. Oh. I mean, I was working over the weekend like I do usually. If I do a project during the week, I finish it up.
Yeah.
And so I was doing that. And so I have a lot of stuff to upload.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
And as it always happens, I'm going to upload stuff. It's like, okay, let's upload all this stuff. And all the internet's just like, what is going on here?
So it wasn't just you.
I had to redo everything.
I had some internet problems this weekend, too.
Did you really?
I did. It was like really jerky and we kept going in and out. And so, of course, my fall to default position is if it keeps doing that, well, restart the modem.
Yep.
You know?
That's what I had to do. I had to restart everything. So I've got like here, when we do this show, I've got like lots of gigs of videos to put somewhere for someone.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, this is a good time for the internet because it's like I kind of want to just do this and then close the books out. Thank you. Bye. We're done here. And it's like, but I had to reboot everything. Oh, and here's what's annoying is you start uploading a video,
and
it's uploading. You see the bar, and then you come back like a half hour later,
and it's still the same,
still right where it's at, and you're like,
yeah.
what is that? Like you got halfway through, and then you're just sitting there.
Yeah, what's your go-to line when that happens? Because you know what my go-to line is. I immediately get annoyed, and I start yelling, "Why am I paying all this money for this?"
Yes, it's that.
That's my go-to line.
And I if you put a recorder in, so I there's two things. I weave a tapestry of profanity.
Yes.
Driving.
Yes.
And not so much now. I try to be cool about that, right?
The road rage, tamp down on the road rage?
Road rage, bad.
Yeah.
Road rage, bad.
Road rage, bad.
Try meant good. I don't know. But technology.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, all right, like, and everything was messed up this weekend, too. So I got that, and then I finally go, which I have to be here. Mm-hmm. This is also not only the video center, this is the data center. Mm-hmm. And so I have to go here and shut everything down and then bring everything back up. And things are doing stuff, and so they've got to come back online. Like, we've got our 24/7 radio stream thing that people listen to us on, and they were listening over the weekend even.
I'm amazed.
I'm amazed, too. But then
I always forget about it. I never remember to pump that we actually have a 24/7 radio channel,
it's in the Twitter thing that gets sent out. So anyway, I reboot everything, and then my phone, that's always the thing too. My phone, like, I'm just trying to listen to a podcast or something, or go on, and my phone starts to just,
freak out, right? Yeah.
I have a theory that over the weekend, all these big companies, they do their updates. And unlike the iPhone, this wonderful Android product, they send you the update and they shove that update down your throat.
Yeah,
you can say, hold on a second.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They bust in your doors and they just
I was out at an event doing something and needing to do my phone, and it finally said, "You're done. We're updating you right now." And I'm like, not a good time to be updating my phone.
Right.
That's the one thing, and everyone's doing it now. Microsoft, Windows 10, I'm sorry, but in fact, I even saw a guy that was out, I saw on his feed, Instagram or whatever, he's doing a live streaming video, and Windows 10's like, time to do an update. It's like, you do not do updates when people are doing critical things on their computers or phones.
Right.
Like, what if my phone would have done that update while I was on 911?
Yeah.
Think about it. An emergency or something.
Right,
Think about it. See, these companies don't care. They don't care. It's just all a computer. It's all an algorithm. Yeah. It's just like, we don't care. They want everything just computers. AI. It'll be great.
Yeah.
AI will be like something right out of Brazil. It's like, well, it says you're dead. Sorry.
Got to go with what it says.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So where was I?
Technology giving you
last night.
Yeah, last night.
So, the profanity. When things go bad, I
cuss like a sailor.
Oh man, I just go off. I try to find more unique ways. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
we'll have AI. Right?
Yeah.
And I'll start yelling at a machine.
How's Hal going to take that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or the Terminator.
Oh,
Skynet is going to be like, you want to restraight that partner there, son?
Yeah.
How did you want to address me? I'm sorry, Dave.
Yeah.
Did you want oxygen for the next half hour? Oh, yeah, I do. That's okay, right?
Right, yeah, because, it's always going to be delivered in this Siri-esque voice, too, right? And it's going to say, I understand you may not be happy right now, but let's deprive you of all your air and food for a while.
Right, exactly.
Thanks, Siri.
That's right. And of course, Siri, the voice of Siri, I don't know if she is still, but she was following me on Twitter.
Nice.
She's an actual lady. Like, she's actually on Twitter, and her Twitter profile goes, you may not know who I am, but you know me.
Right, yeah. You've heard my voice a few million times.
And then I said this the other day, like last month or a couple weeks ago. She has a son on Twitter, and his Twitter account is, I'm the son of Siri.
Son of Siri.
And he's followed it. It's like, why? Well, hello.
That could either be kind of
hello,
cool,
Siri family.
Or that could go bad, because if people our age, we remember Son of Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And so Son of Siri, it could go wrong.
Yes,
it could go wrong.
It could be bad. It could be very, very bad.
Me and technology, right? We have a very standoff relationship. I've always said that I'm like 2 degrees away from a Luddite, simply because I've just never been really technically savvy. And when new technologies and multitasking technologies come out, I seem just totally lost, right? Mm-hmm. And so, like, when stuff like the internet starts going down and computer updates just start happening at when you try to say, hey, only at non-peak times.
Yeah, exactly.
And it does it anyway. It gets me I get flustered easily by technology. I do.
I know.
So when AI is going to try starving me out in the future, I don't know what the heck I'm going to do.
I know, because you're going to yell and swear. And,
right.
And the AI will take offense to your swearing and yelling.
Right.
And we're close. I mean, we're talking a year off or something. I mean, that's not going to be. You're like, in the future.
So we're going to be
Arthur Clarke 100 years from now. It's
going to be like,
no, bro. We're talking 2018, 2020. We're so screwed.
Flash ahead to Christmas. Yes. Right. We're taking hostages by our own technology. And
I'm telling you, the next White House chief of staff is going to be an AI.
Can't do worse than what's going on right now.
Well, I don't know. General Kelly.
Right.
I hear he's got a temper too. That's a good idea. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
With that cast of characters, that's going to be like the Keystone Cops and then Mr. Belvedere, right? Right. It's not going to work out well.
Well, speaking of technology and iPhones.
Yeah.
No, this isn't about the new iPhone. It was 10 years ago. Yeah. We just celebrated 10 years of the iPhone.
Yeah.
And it was, by all accounts, it was a big deal. I mean, when it came out, it was like no other phone.
It's revolutionary.
Yeah, and it was Steve Jobs. He was still alive, and that's what he did well. Roll out something revolutionary.
Innovation. Yeah.
Just one more thing, folks. That sort of thing. In fact, like I said, we've got one right here. See, we can use the Zoom now. See, and do it cleanly. iPhone. There's the original iPhone.
That tells you how visionary it is. I mean, look at the phone. Yeah. I mean, it's not like
what we
the old flip phones,
have buttons and stuff. Okay. So anyway, I zoomed in a little too much. So I got my iPhone. So Steve Jobs releases the iPhone 10 years ago. So I've got my last iPhone 4S sitting there, and I have it plugged in playing music last night, right? Yeah. Because it was one of those evenings with friends.
It's Sunday evening.
Yeah, it's Sunday evening. Weird night to party, but I found out where you party and who the people are who party on Sunday night. I know it used to be. I was like, it's Portland, Oregon. Where can we go at like 11:30 at night? This is not
on a Sunday.
Yeah. Turns out there were places open till 2:30 in the morning. I was surprised. That didn't used to be that way.
No, usually on Sundays.
Everything's closed.
11 or midnight on Sundays. Bam, it goes down.
Yeah, I was super surprised. I mean, I got on my Yelp. Yeah. Not while I was driving in the car, because that's illegal.
Oh, sure.
I got on my Yelp, when I was parked.
Yeah.
And there were several places open. Even the vegan bar didn't go there, but even that place was open.
Siri, where can I party?
Right, yeah. You do that, right? Oh. So anyway, I got my iPhone plugged in, and I get to bed very, very late. And I'm like going, I'm going to do a show tomorrow. But that's okay, It's like, it's a good thing. Sure. So I set my alarms, my normal alarms, and I got it kind of all timed out, right?
Yeah.
So and it takes me a while to fall asleep. There's, it takes me a while. I'm not going to go into why. Unwind. It takes me a while. And then when I finally do, it's like I don't know. What'd you say? Like 4:30, that 5? Yeah. Because you were saying took you a while,
Oh, I finally fell out. Yeah, sometime after 4:30.
And by the way, Jason snores in bed. Just note.
Not anymore. I got my CPAP machine. I got my little mask on and stuff, and usually there's a...
yeah. The way I was telling the story, it seemed to insinuate that you and I were together last night.
Hey,
we were not. We were only together virtually. Like,
see,
good night, sweetie. Good night.
We were in what you call a production meeting.
Oh, my gosh.
No,
I know you're up late, and I was giving you a blow-by-blow of the events of the evening.
Loved it. I love that, though.
Well, maybe we'll recite a few of them if we can.
Because
especially the one about Jerry.
Oh, I want to know about...
I messaged you well past midnight, and I said, I think I just joined Jerry's band.
It happens.
Jerry was...
Yeah?
Well, I'm not sure.
Yeah?
We're not sure what Jerry... I mean, he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
I was... you know what
yeah.
Really, you should have been there.
Okay.
My conversation with Jerry's here on a bench.
Sure.
And I'm here on a bench.
Yeah.
And then friends are over here.
Sure.
And everyone... And he kind of turns to me. And it was... David Lynch could have directed this conversation.
Excellent.
It was long pauses.
Yes.
Long stares at each other.
Ooh.
And that's all I did. I was just like... And he was like... I don't know how much I can... tell. Let's just put it this way. Jerry,
one of those stories.
Yes.
Is it?
No, Jerry is back in town now. That's the first thing he told me.
In third person.
He's back in town.
Excellent.
No, yeah.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought you said...
Almost. It was almost third person.
Okay. Good.
I was trying to figure out if he said he liked to drink, but I was trying to figure out if that's all we were talking about there.
Gotcha.
And so I was just, and I said, what? This is true. I said, why did you move back? Because he was out in the sticks doing he was I don't know, at some hot springs. He was like the administrator at some hot springs.
Yeah.
But he came back into town after 3 years, and I was like, I did this. Sounds
like a plot for a movie.
I know, and I went,
after 3 years.
And I went, why did you come back?
Oh,
just like that. And then his response was this. And I'm telling you, it was straight out. And then he takes his arm and he goes, you understand?
Wow.
That was his answer.
Wow.
I know. The things that happen on a late Sunday night.
Listen, man, you had to be there, okay?
And he said, "You understand? I had to."
Yeah.
With his arm, and I was
a little unclear.
And then he looked
at
me and he said, "You do understand, right?" And the only thing I could say was, and I was holding. Sure. I think was I drinking soda water at this point? I had like a beer. I mean, I was the responsible. Someone's got to
get us home by.
Yeah. So I'm not like
I've been there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I was like the last hour or two of the evening. It was soda water with lime, right? Which was actually very refreshing. I was kind of like, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could just do one of those sorts of things. Straight edge. But then I looked him in the eye and I finally said, "Yeah."
Gotcha.
Yeah, I do. And then he looked back and he went, "No, do you? Do you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
And I said, Yeah, I do. Because what are you gonna do? Right? I mean, I maybe I didn't want the conversation to end.
Right. Kill the conversation by looking at him and saying, "Not a clue."
Right, exactly.
What are you?
Well, I'm glad I did, because picking up a couple more slight nuggets of his conversation.
Sure.
Is he was a guitar player. Yeah. And he was trying to figure out what amp he was going to use. Was it? He couldn't afford the tweed, but was it a Fender Champ and all that? But that's what he meant. He came back to Portland
to do that.
Yeah,
to jam, to rock and okay.
It was just like that. It was like, you can't see it. Sorry if you're just listening here, but I'm kind of doing the Pete Townsend-ish kind of.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the Yngwie Malmsteen arm swoop.
But if you just see that. But if you just see someone make that, I mean, at first I was like plunging a toilet. I wasn't sure really where he was going with that.
Yeah.
But come to find out, he was motioning, playing the guitar. Not just playing the guitar, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
You know? Kind of like that.
Unfinished business. He's back to rock.
I know.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
And so then we had a very slow and drawn-out discussion about musicians. And then he said, do you know what I mean? And I said, I do. And he goes, yeah? And I go, well, I've done some music myself. Right? Which is true.
Right.
And so, so that was a kind of a discussion.
Right. See, if I was there, I would have looked over and said, "Hey, aren't you the drummer for Tokyo?"
Yeah. Well, that's yes, that's right. That's right.
And you would have looked up and said, "Dude, what are you doing here?" I don't know, man. Just I came for the arm swoop. You know?
No, I'm just hanging out with my buddies from Black and Blue.
There you go.
Well, they made one album, didn't they?
Oh, they made a few albums.
Yeah. No, they're on tour, right? They tour with somebody, right?
Yeah. Sure.
So so there was that. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other fun things. You gotta kind of be, you have stories to tell, but then it's like, what part of the story do you not tell?
Right.
Anyway, but it was good. I was seeing friends, making new friends.
Sure.
I was like everyone's grandpa. I mean, you know how you walk into the hipster late night Sunday night place. It's not you're not going to see the CEO of Microsoft in there or something, right?
Sure.
I'm sure he parties pretty hard, but so it's usually young-ish.
Yeah.
Folks.
Yeah.
Maybe in the 30s. Oh, there was Jerry's friend. I think his name was Peter. I think it was Peter and Jerry.
Peter. Oh.
I know, right?
That's a power couple.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
And he was older. He had what do they call that? Not the goatee. Yeah, the goatee. The
soul patch.
Oh. Yeah.
If you're rocking a soul patch,
it looked pretty good on him. I'm a very critical of the soul patch. You know Doc's rule about the soul patch.
You gotta have soul.
No, if you're gonna rock a soul patch, you better be Dizzy Gillespie.
Ooh.
That's right.
Ooh.
Because after that, I mean, because I've seen.
That's a lot up to measure up against, though.
I remember watching this one video. And it was a CEO of a startup, right?
Yeah.
Of, something about, it was probably like delivering toilet paper to your door with an app or something. Something stupid, typically stupid. Like, 90% of all the startups
but
are
he
just...
made $1 billion.
Yeah, they're all stupid, and they always got these guys like, we are innovating toilet tissue delivery, right?
Ooh.
And this dude's got the soul patch, and I'm just like, I want to just reach over there and rip that patch right off of your...
The little Velcro.
Face. Yeah, white dude, and you're just like, curmudgeons. Anyway.
Yeah, if you get soul patch, soul patch is a serious statement.
It's serious, man.
You better be able to back that up, because a soul patch unbacked up, you're right, it just kind of looks like someone missed a spot when they were shaving, and that's no bueno.
Yeah, I just. Anyway, yeah. When I saw that, but so I'm just I still didn't finish the technology story.
We're dovetailing.
The energy is very because of everything. I think the energy. It was hot over the weekend. I think the energy. I think we're almost in NPR territory. I almost feel like I'm Terry Gross, and I'm here with Jason Allen. Fresh air,
Happy Monday, everybody.
Yeah.
69 degrees.
My favorite guy, and he's an OPB guy. I don't believe I've ever actually met him, but I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Fotenfensel.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's on OPB.
Ooh,
or used to be.
Nice last name.
Yeah, I don't even know what that last name is, but it's NPR just kind of has those,
eclectic.
Like Jason Allen would not.
That's
cut
vanilla.
It.
No
like
way.
Jason Allen, that's perfect for radio. That's like, hey, it's a Morning Zoo Z100 with Jason Allen.
97.3 KFFF.
Yeah, Jason Allen. That's great. But if you're NPR,
you gotta have a good distinctive name.
You'd have to be Jason Allen McQuacken or something. You know what I mean?
Jason, what about like Jason Puffenpfeffer?
Yes. You would be Jason Puffenpfeffer on.
Yes, I like it.
On NPR and Blue Boy Movies.
Hi, just call me Puffenpfeffer.
The Pizza Guy 4 starring Jason Puffenpfeffer.
Yes. I like it.
Yeah, I made another new friend last night.
Yeah?
A gay comic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. His name was not Jason Puffenpfeffer, but he was funny.
Not everyone can be Puffenpfeffers. It's a very elite crowd we move in.
So, Jason Puffenpfeffer. Oh, my. Sorry,
we could sit around.
I just went from NPR to Are you the pizza boy? Why, yes, I am.
Would you like a slice? Why, thank you, Mr. Puffenpfeffer.
It came with anchovies. Oh, God. It's too early in the morning for this. Anyway, so so all that was going on, and then I put the iPhone in, some music. I put my normal alarm on, and you remember last week? No, you don't, because we weren't here. But last week I had to wake up at like
Monday and Friday.
Yeah,
we just didn't do a Wednesday.
Yeah, because I was doing a thing, and I had to, and it was one of those things where I have to go out and do everything like in the morning. Like a live stream. It's like, go to this place and be live streaming like this, fancy, on a stage, 9 a.m., go. So you got to show up like at
dark 30.
6 in the morning or something, because you got to bring the equipment in, you got to plug everything in, and you do it all from scratch, right? But that's what I do. That's what we do. We make the magic happen.
That's right.
So, so I was like, had the alarm for like 4:45 in the morning or 5 in the morning.
Oh,
well, guess what? Yeah. That alarm was my backup alarm. Was the iPhone.
Oh boy!
So my pillow finally hits the head, and I start to doze off, and I'm thinking, that was a nice evening.
Sure.
Good night, new friends. Good night, Jerry.
Good night, Wailed.
Gay comic. Good night, friends and new friends. And I fall asleep, and about 45 minutes later, the alarm goes off at 4:45 in the morning, and I'm like, I know in my head it can't be like whatever, that it normally the phone goes, the thing goes off, and I look up, it's like, oh, it's my iPhone. The alarms are still all set for last week. So I'm turning those off.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get back to sleep because, you've just been woken up.
Yeah. Well,
I've been there. Yeah. That sucks.
So that's your technology. So, there's a lot of places. It was I was up in Hawthorne, Belmont area.
Gotcha. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So there were several places that were open on a Sunday. I couldn't believe it. So, everybody's smoking, though. I don't smoke. So that's the one weird thing, and I don't go out that much. Really, I'm kind of a,
You're
I'm a hermit. I mean, that's
a homebody.
Everyone knows that. The people I was with, they were like, but going out late tonight. Maybe that's why NPR is the way it is.
Oh, everyone's recovering.
They all party hard in the evening, so then they roll in, and it's like, I'm Terry Gross, and this is Fresh Air.
Right. I've never come at it from that angle before. That's probably true. They're probably on a Monday morning like...
Because this is the kind of energy you get when you're up all night.
Right. They're like, good morning, and please don't talk so loud.
Exactly.
Could you please Someone get me coffee.
NPR is the station for people who are hungover.
They're a bunch of secret partiers.
There we go.
I never knew.
Because you would not want to turn on Z100 in the morning.
Oh, God.
Your morning
Hey,
zoo,
everybody. Happy Monday.
You got a raging headache or whatever. You're trying to drink the tomato juice with the raw egg in it or whatever.
Clamato or whatever it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that what people do? They put like a raw egg in a tomato juice or something?
Probably something. Yeah,
Tabasco or Worcestershire. I mean, it's like...
Sriracha.
Some guy somewhere in the 50s just published probably a thing in the back pages of Playboy, right?
Got a hangover?
Yeah, the 10 best... Because it was in Playboy. It was like, 1959 or 62 or something, Hef.
Right.
And it was like, how to cure a hangover in Playboy, August 13th issue, right? And Miss August, and how to cure a hangover. And some dude just with the typewriter there at the Playboy offices were like, what's the most vile stuff I could think of? Raw egg, tomato juice, anchovies.
Yes.
Just like,
with a twist of lemon.
Yeah. And it was like, we'll just publish this, and all of America Bachelor people are going to be, the Mad Men set are going to be drinking this as they come out of their hangover.
Little do they know it was all the cayenne pepper market, cornering the market, putting, in there. Because,
absolutely.
Studies, 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed say that cayenne pepper spiked during the early 60s.
Yes, they did.
There's a big run on it.
I mean, the number one thing is stay hydrated.
Yes.
Drink a lot of water. Right. I mean, that's number one. Yeah,
stay away from a lot of the sugars in the drinks.
Yeah.
That's what messes you up, man. You're right, the dehydration stuff.
This week on NPR, Jason and Doc discuss drinking to excess. Shh.
Wild night last night? Yeah. We're here to help.
Yeah. I just think we should just do the whole damn show like that. Just like, we could get the gig on NPR. Like, aren't those Car Talk guys off the air now? Are they still on the air?
I don't know. They've been on forever, though.
Those guys you don't want to listen to when you have a hangover.
No.
They're like click and clack.
I was working on a Pinto the other day, and the spark plug just can't. No,
exactly.
You don't want to. You want the fresh air.
That's right.
I know you're feeling down and blue. What happened? You drank too much last night. It happens.
Yeah.
We're here to help. That's what you need.
Yeah, so just, I don't know, just don't drink or don't drink to excess. Like I said, the most pleasant thing is like when I was drinking the soda water and I'm like, maybe I should just try this in the evening. And then, because then you can have discussions with people and just be like, wow. And message you. What did I? Let's review the record. By the way, I'm seeing tweets here too.
Oh, cool.
5 hours ago.
Nice.
Yes.
It happens.
Well, no. Presidential tweets.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what they are, but
we're
going to be reviewing them. Let's see here. That was a good joke. No, okay. Out on Sunday Night Prowl. Wish me luck and coffee in the morning.
Right, Sunday Night Prowl.
This is me to Jason.
Yes. I think I asked you if you were at the Regal Beagle.
Yeah. Where was it here? I think I started a band with Jerry. Just wanted to let you know.
Sure.
Anybody lose a plaid shirt? Anybody's shirt? That was like the. Like in Twin Peaks, where there's a phrase or the name of the episode, or like Mad Men did that too, where the name of the episode is like a line from the episode.
Right.
That was the name of the episode from last night. Anybody lose a shirt? Anybody's shirt? And the guy's walking around with this plaid shirt, young, the typical Portland, they're all beards and the hair and the trucker cap, which, by the way, Portland, we could change the look now. We don't need to. That look's gone on a little long in the tooth.
We
with
ran
the trucker's hat.
We ran that into the ground.
Unless you're out in the Dalles or something.
Yeah.
Running a combine on the ranch. rock the trucker hat.
Right, unless you're working at a Wilco feed store,
That's
you
right.
better.
But Portland, Oregon, I think we can try something else.
Let's move on from that. Really.
So just sitting there, everyone's conversing, and here comes a guy. Shirt. Anybody lose shirt? Nice little kind of plaid shirt.
Oh, that's surreal. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is.
Yeah, it was. It was that. What else? I hope we don't have to warn the affiliates tomorrow that we're going to go over with my stories.
Right. Did standards and practices this morning sit you down and say, what are these stories that? Let's run through them.
The good thing about doing this show.
Okay.
Is you have like the Sunday night and people are like, kind of Sunday night, and I'm like, I have a curfew. I have a reason to end this. This is fun, but now I have to call time.
Right?
I give. You've got 5 extra minutes of extra time.
Right.
Okay, with the timeouts and everything, you got five extra minutes, and then the whistle blows. The match is over, right?
Just stand up and randomly yell, "Back off, man! I'm a morning show host." No, okay, well that's cool.
Oh, there was. I did give you this because I wanted to let you know that Eric Bolin called and wanted to know if there was an opening we had at NuzBox, and I told him that O'Reilly had already asked.
Yeah, O'Reilly's he's being a punk about this.
That was you earlier in the day. You messaged me like I'm working and I get this message and you go, just WTF is going on over there at Fox News.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I had already seen. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
This Eric Bolling guy, and I've seen him.
Yeah, he looks like it.
He's got. I found him about as interesting as a sheet of blank typing paper.
Right.
I really did. I mean, he's like, it was just like, I was kind of like no loss. And he's one of these guys who turned into a newscaster. I guess he was a Wall Street guy. So, here's the thing: Fox has their Fox, and then they have their Fox Business.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people on Fox. People don't realize, like O'Reilly and all these people, they think of Fox News, Fox, Fair and Balanced and all that stuff, and the stuff that people don't. But they forget there's a whole Fox Financial.
Lou Dobbs.
And all of that. And Fox Financial was set up to compete with CNBC.
Right.
NBC's Financial.
Yeah.
So NBC has CNBC Financial, like with Jim Cramer and those folks. And then Fox has Fox Business with Cavuto, I think.
Phil Cavuto.
Yeah. And those guys. And I think they stole, maybe Cavuto. I think some of them were on CNBC and they stole them over to Fox Business. It's like, hey, you want to come over here?
I think Dobbs used to be CNBC.
Yeah.
And
So it's like, it's weird. They have like kind of NBC, if you could say liberal financial, and then Fox conservative financial. I don't know how that works. I mean, but it's kind of like that. And then of course, then you got MSNBC political news, Fox News. Just kind of like it's like 1-1.
Yeah. Which I always, I started thinking about it because I saw that Bowling is like yet another guy from Fox News. Cracked down on because of some sort of hijinks going on over there. And I started thinking, what is the criteria to get a show on Fox News? I mean, do you just have to be an alpha male and they just, get in front of the camera? This is great.
I think you're on to something right there.
Because all of them have the same sort of cookie cutter archetype, right? O'Reilly and all those guys, they're just, Hannity, they're all just gruff sort of BSers.
Do you think... We'll put this out there. You can even call in if you wanted to for your opinion on this.
We do have a phone number,
503-395-5040. I can even read that after last night with all the smoke and the and the craziness. Maybe I should go out drinking, and I wasn't smoking though. But it's getting the secondhand smoke, so it's the same thing. But do you think they're trying to get Hannity? Okay. They tried. And they failed, I think, the first time. Do you think they're going to get him, or you?
The only way I could see him getting thrown off the air is if he I don't think it would be any like behind the scenes. He would have to have said something on air, something so flagrant that they would have to.
Yeah, but they've already got him doing that. So I mean, he's already said stuff on air, you know.
Yeah, because rumor has it, off the camera and away from everything. I mean, yeah, he's still kind of a douche, but. Oops, did I say Monday? But no, he's kind of like just a family guy.
Yeah.
And so there's not a whole, I mean, there's no seedy closet of, you know, undisclosed skeletons. He seems to be a pretty vanilla guy. And so it would have to be something like on air where he made some sort of huge faux pas to the point. But you're right. What line, I mean, with all since the Access Hollywood stuff, the line got pushed back like 50 yards. So, I mean, you have a lot more leeway to say, especially in Fox News. I mean, as long as you toe the conservative line, you could say some horrible things, and people just think, well, you see, he's just trying to stir conversation.
Well, when this went down with O'Reilly, you know, with Bill O'Reilly, he had a reputation already. I mean, the rumors, if you read like Page 6 or TMZ or whatever, you know, I think more Page 6 than anything, which is New York Post you rumor stuff. Honestly, folks, that's not bad news stuff. The Anthony Weiner, all of that went down. New York Post was like on top of all of that. Yep. So to speak.
They kind of made their bones there for a while over
with
Weiner.
Just the Anthony, But, because I was reading all that, just horrible stuff, you know, and he was divorces and things that go on there and a lot of stuff.
O'Reilly's a known quantity, though. I mean, he's had that reputation for years. And so, I mean... No one in the industry was shocked.
I'm just saying. I'm saying that was what was reported about him. Yeah. You know, maybe the truth. I don't know. When am I an apologist for O'Reilly? Kidding me? You know. So anyway, so there's that, and then this bowling guy, and you know, I mean, the two big dogs that are left there, Hannity, which again. Rumor says that he's, you know, and he does a whole, what is it, a 4-hour radio show or something like that? Yep. I mean, if you're working nose to the grindstone, you don't have time to...
Right, dilly-dally.
Yeah, exactly.
Dalliance.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hard work, all that...
You got no peccadillos
stuff, But then there's Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. He's kind of a family guy too.
Yeah.
He's got I don't know. Yeah. But I for sure what we know that's going over in Fox is Murdoch's kids are running Fox.
Right.
Ailes is gone. He passed away too, right?
Roger Ailes, yes.
Yeah, like after all of that stuff, then didn't. Am I right about that? I mean, it was just like it was all in the huge news cycle that has been going on. Didn't he see this?
I thought that he had passed away like less than a month ago.
Yeah, it was a while, and it just was like, you know, did we miss it? You know, with everything going on with. May 18th, 2017.
There you go.
Yeah. It's so weird, too, when that happens. Like, all of a sudden, the guy's deposed and stuff and goes off, and then all of a sudden, you know.
Well, it seemed like he maybe lost his purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so you have, like, you had all that go down. Yeah. And the rumor has been that they're trying to really clean house, you know.
Right.
Which they should. Right.
Yeah, Ailes. It's systemic, really, because Ailes had a certain credo, and it was an old boys sort of network, and the kids, they run, you know, from a whole different sort of background, and I can't imagine, you know, the guys like O'Reilly and whatever, being too popular in their eyes, you know.
Eric Bowling did respond. Overwhelmed by all the support I have received. Thank you. I look forward to clearing my name ASAP. He told a Huffington Post reporter. Eric Bolling has been suspended pending the results of an investigation which is currently underway, said Fox Network.
Right.
Oh, this was a tweet. He tweeted this morning.
As soon as some guy comes out after a scandal and says, I can't wait to take this on ASAP, but not actually taking it on them. It's, in other words, yeah, I did it, but I just, I'm hoping this blows over sort of crap.
Yeah. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. You know, I was, I think this is weird for me to say, but I think, you know, with the media and with rumor, you know, and all of that, it's always good to keep an open mind and not, you know, because you don't know. Like we're just talking about Hannity. Yeah. Like someone accused him of something. Sure. And then they jumped on and they went, well, no. You know, and who knows? I don't know, you know, until the evidence is out there. Like when the New York Post, Anthony Weiner stuff, it was like he gets accused and then it's like, and here's all the piles and piles of photographs and evidence and everything. And it's like, okay, there you go.
Yeah, same thing with O'Reilly. I mean, everyone's like, whoa, what, Bill O'Reilly? And then you started hearing all this, no, he did this. And it actually got backed up by, you know, witness testimony. Then they're like, oh, boy. But you're right, Bolling, who knows? I mean, you look at him and say, yeah, he looks like a guy that would be kind of you know,
I'm just reporting.
Whatever.
That's what he said.
We report, you decide.
Exactly. We're going to be like, you know. That's right. But here's the other thing. Yeah. Media, newsrooms, that sort of thing. Yeah. There's a lot of reputation of these kind of shenanigans going around in the history of.
Oh, sure.
So, I mean, you're kind of like.
Let me tell you.
I mean, you got this on Fox, but.
Let me tell you, H.L. Mencken knew how to party, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just putting that out there. You know, Woodward and Bernstein, it is no fluke that their guy was called Deep Throat, okay? I'm just putting it out there.
I know.
You again, we report, you decide, you make your own.
But my question is, you know, this Fox News, right? But, you know, there's CNN, MSNBC, you know, that sort of thing.
Not to mention those now NPR partiers.
Oh, yeah, well,
you know.
Exactly. That's what we're doing here.
I'm going to go back through archives. I'm going to find out, now that I know what I'm looking for, I bet you Louis Rukeyser was just a party animal. He was probably dropping hits of acid right there during, you know, Washington Week in Review.
No, that was the Money Show. Rukeyser was the Money Show. I know why, because I became a huge fan. I was a huge Rukeyser fan.
Me too. My dad used to watch that religiously every week.
And you'd be like,
it was Washington Review? No, Wall Street Week?
Wall Street Week. Yeah.
Wall Street Week, that's Rukeyser.
What it was called. Rukeyser. And I remember when he had like a stroke or something, and then he went away, and everyone was, you know, filling in. The show continued for like the rest of the season, and they were like, "Oh, he'll come back," and I don't remember if or maybe he did, but it was like he was in ill health, right? And then he passed away. But he was a must watch, and the reason is you're like, oh, a Wall Street show or whatever, but the way the show was set up, it had a formula. Number one, and number two, his monologues, his delivery, he had this dry wit about him.
That's the next thing I was about to say.
Dry jokes about Wall Street and finance, right? And they were delivered in such a newsy sort of way, kind of like if Walter Cronkite back in the day was dropping one-liners and puns and stuff like that as he was reading
Edward
the news.
R. Murrow meets Lenny Bruce.
Yeah, and he would drop a pun, some sort of one-liner, and just slip it right in, and you'd be like, and then it would be like, whoa, wait a minute here. And he was just very, very funny.
He was an extremely funny guy.
Incredibly witty, funny guy.
Yeah, I that's one thing I stood out from the show is, you know, the guys who you think, you know, are these stodgy, pinstripe suited business guys, all serious, you know. Here was Louis Rukeyser. His delivery too was just kind of, you know, just kind of easy going, but then he slip in some humor and I kind of like Louis,
it was an interesting show because the guests were all the powerhouse people on Wall Street, including One thing I really appreciated, because this show was like, oh gosh, 80s, 90s. Well, it was one of the longest running PBS shows. I mean, it had been like, I think he started
Wall Street
in the
Week in Review
70s or something like that. I think something like that. Yeah. But I appreciated watching the show is he would have several women on who were like fund managers and things like that, and would regularly have it on. And you know, Wall Street's kind of
the old boys network.
For the sex. So he was. I thought that was cool about him. So he wasn't just like, you know, Mr. Old Boy Mad Men with the cigar. That, although it was just, I don't know, it was a weird show. And he like it was like he filmed it in his basement in Massachusetts or something, or somewhere. I don't know, wherever. It was like interesting.
WNBR or something like that out of Boston.
I think it was just the pool house on his estate. He just kind of like NuzBox. It's just like, oh hey, wow, this is fascinating, isn't it? Well, this is fascinating, isn't it? Welcome to NPR, coffee with curmudgeons. Oh, do we take it black or with a little cream, or perhaps some almond milk, Jason?
Ooh. Very. That is an intriguing question. Where do you come down on the almond milk?
Oh, you're asking me? I'm sorry. I just suddenly fell asleep while you were asking the question. No, I actually like almond milk. I think almond milk has milk properties. I don't know.
This hour sponsored by Insomnia. There you go.
We should read some tweets.
We should.
Should we read them in the NPR voice? I don't know.
What's going on in the tweeter land?
August 6th. Something about 6th. Utah women meet Ivanka Trump. That
Utah women
a retweet.
It's a retweet.
Oh, that was from Ivanka Trump's official Twitter.
Yeah.
It was retweeted. Then 16 hours ago. So let's start 16 hours ago.
Okay.
Of course, it starts with the favorite subject, fake news.
Oh, boy,
The fake news refuses to report the success of the first 6 months. SC, surging economy and jobs, border and military security, ISIS and MS-13, etc.
Oh, boy.
So there you go.
I'm going to start beating my head against the microphone.
Someone did point out...
Yeah.
And this is always the case, because for example, when Bill Clinton...
Yeah.
When he got in his first term.
Sure.
No, maybe that wasn't Clinton. Anyway, what happens is when the economy is surging and all that, and a new president is in there, usually has nothing to do with the new president.
Not at all.
That's usually a blowover from the last administration. It's when you get into the administration in a year or two, and, and that's when things. So we'll see in a year or two where we're at with that economy.
Right.
Just completed a call with President Moon of South Korea. Very happy and impressed with 15-0 United Nations vote on North Korea sanctions. So there we go. We had the North Korea. What was that? They voted over the weekend or whatever.
Some more stiff sanctions for North Korea because of their nuclear testing. North Koreans this morning issued a we will have revenge 1,000-fold.
Oh, really? North Korea vows to make U.S. pay dearly as sanctions tighten.
There you go.
Threatens ultimate measures. I mean,
Kim Jong. Oh my God.
Yeah, Kim Jong. He should just quote Khrushchev, right?
Right.
We will bury you, and here's my shoe.
And he's on the lectern.
So there's that. I was trying to think. I said that we had breaking news. I couldn't remember we had breaking news on Friday, because we're always here and we say there's going to be breaking news. It's Friday, something's going to break, right? And then we do the show, and an hour or two later, people are fired, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember what last week is, and I always get these messages like, "You guys called it," and it's like, and it's not hard to call.
No, yeah.
I think it was the transcripts of Trump's calls to the president of Mexico
in Australia
and the prime minister of Australia.
Yeah.
Now, I read through those transcripts. I took my time out to read through those transcripts.
Yeah.
That was Washington Post. It was weird because the Washington Post did a thing where they said they weren't publishing the actual document because they didn't want to expose some leaker or something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, okay, then do we believe this? But, you know, I think if they're going to publish that, you know, it was an interesting read.
Yeah.
An interesting call.
Yeah.
And we had heard that these calls at the time were strained.
Yes. Yeah,
you know,
very, very strained. Yeah.
And what the deal was is the call to the president of Mexico was about the paying for the wall.
Yeah.
Which he was like, no, and Trump's just like, just don't say it. He basically says, I'll summarize it. He says, this isn't a big issue, but don't come out and say you're not going to pay for the wall because it's a big political issue. Yeah. So just we'll work it out in the back channel. But politically, it won't be a big deal politically. And at one point in the call, this is what I really found interesting. He says, I'm in construction. I know construction. We'll make it cost effective or whatever. To that point, yeah, there's actually a line in there where he tells the guy, he's like, don't worry. I know how to cut costs on these things. I'm like, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. And I'm thinking to myself, this is perfect. I mean, really. Trump, that's perfect, right? We got a president who called people up and say, yeah, I'm going to build this wall. Oh, don't worry about it. I know, I'll spec it out myself, the president. And he's like, no. We want to use that concrete from somewhere.
Indonesian
concrete. Because I'll tell you what, we'll get it cents on the dollar. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I just see him with the pencils, like, you know.
But I get that vibe when about the Mexican president of Mexico that hey, I know that I'm just BS and I know I'm just running my mouth, but hey, don't call me on it, okay? Just let it go because I'm just trying to talk big for the base.
That was kind of the thing that he was doing, and then he calls the Australian, and the initial of that is he tells the Prime Minister of Australia, who points out to him, thanks for the call, and starts out with there's no better ally that you have in the United States, sir, is your friend in Australia, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah, makes sense, right?
Sure.
I never considered Australia being an enemy or anything. It's like
stalwart ally.
UK, Canada,
Yeah.
And at a couple different points, Trump goes, I talked to Putin. I talked to Merkel. This is definitely the worst call I've had. He literally tells the prime minister, this is the worst call. And he says, I was on the phone with Putin. I was on Merkel. I was on with Theresa May. This is the worst call. Or the president of Mexico. This is the worst call. I can't believe it. I mean, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, and the deal with that was, what they had the argument about is that there are these Syrian refugees.
Yes,
I want to say.
Yeah.
And they have come over. Here's how it works. They came over on boat to Australia.
Yeah.
Australia puts them on an island and will not bring them into mainland Australia. The prime minister says the reason we take them. But the reason we can't bring them on, so they kind of got them locked up in a camp. And Trump's like, why do you got them locked up? Why don't you bring them into Australia and check them out? And the prime minister says, because it's against the law for us to do that. Because in order to stop human trafficking, the boats and stuff like that, we've made a law in Australia that says we will not take people in. And that's to stop the traffickers.
Right.
By boat. But only by boat. And Trump's like, how come by boat? I mean, it's like going through this conversation. But the deal is that Obama and the Prime Minister of Australia, I can't remember his name, they had done a deal with the United States that Obama said he would take these refugees into the United States.
Yeah.
And Trump basically said, nope.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know who they are. Nope. And then the prime minister said, well, we have security agreements with you. There was some other agreement that the Australians said we got stuff. They're doing strategic stuff, and it was a trade. It's politics. That's what they do. I need you to do this, and you
Quid
do that.
pro quo.
Exactly. Yeah. And so Trump's like, nope.
Yep.
And the guy's just like, but. And he's pointing out all the stuff that they're doing in return. Yeah. And Trump's like, nope. And he's like, I don't know who these people are. And this plays into this whole larger policy now that also got rolled out.
Yes.
I think on Friday about who gets to immigrate.
Cutting back on even the legal immigration.
Mm-hmm.
Legal cutting it by half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there was this whole go around, and Trump was saying no, and then he kept going, well, why don't you take them in and vet them all, and then we'll talk. And the prime minister's like, I can't do it. It's against the law. I can't bring them on. And Trump's like, why? And he's like, because we're trying to discourage people coming on the boat. And Trump goes, so you mean if they come in on a plane, they're okay? And the prime minister's sort of like, yep. I mean, it's the weirdest thing. Like, this is an actual conversation that people have, leaders have.
Yeah,
of two major countries.
I can't imagine any conversation with Trump would be what you'd call typical.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and it's got a lot of the conversation's got a lot of the Trump-isms in it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you read it, it's in the voice of Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Glenn Trump.
Right, yeah. The Trump family players. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So 6 hours ago, starting 6 hours ago, so the morning routine. Because that's the other thing. He's been real quiet.
Yeah. Well, it's golfing
this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, people have said that Kelly, the new chief of staff, I think that went down soon. That that they're like, oh, General Kelly's gonna like
ride herd on and everything.
Yeah. So he's off on a big vacation now.
Yep.
Like big old golfing vacation. Where is he?
Bedminster, New Jersey.
Yeah. So 6 hours ago, the failing New York Times, which has made every wrong prediction about me, including my big election win, apologized, is totally inept. I'm just reading the tweets, the presidential tweets.
Yeah.
I mean,
meanwhile, the New York Times is seeing a huge spike now.
But he does have something there. I mean, the New York Times. Let's go after David Brooks. Trump. Okay, so then after that, it's Trump basis. We read the tweets so you don't have to. Mm-hmm. Welcome to Morning Edition. We read the tweets so you don't have to.
That's right.
Have a little more almond milk in your coffee, Jason.
Folks, we are in the eye of the Twitter storm.
Oh!
What do you
man,
think?
You got that NPR thing down. I hire you.
Yeah,
like
I could do that.
You got the.
I could do this all day.
The eye of. Wow. Yeah, you could do that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Folks, we're going to take a break now. I'm going to have a bran muffin, and we'll be back right after the word from our sponsors. What do you think?
I love it. I love it.
I can do it.
Only one bran muffin, not two.
That's right. And now with raisins. There you go.
If I have two bran muffins, we cut the show short by an hour.
That's right. Folks, I don't know about you, but I get a little backed up after two muffins. There you go.
Okay. So then he said this is all 6 hours ago.
Yeah.
The Trump base, which is, I don't know what time that is on East Coast, but it's early morning. He tweets these things out at 4 or 5 a.m., something like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like 3 a.m. our time, 6 his time.
Something, yeah. The Trump base is far bigger and stronger than ever before, despite some phony fake news polling. Look at rallies in Penn, Iowa, Ohio. Okay, so New York Times, Trump rallies, and West Virginia, and West Virginia.
Yeah.
The fact is, which he did, they had a big rally out there. And was that the place where the governor flipped from Democrat to Republican?
Yeah.
Ooh. Meanwhile, the Democrats are on CNN going, 2018, we're gonna win. Maxine Waters. Da, 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 da. It's like, okay, that's what you think, guys. Go ahead.
Yep.
Anyway, I mean, really, I mean. Oh, I just don't know if I can get into it Monday morning.
Right.
I mean, you do got to keep your eyes open and see what's going on in the country. And I know a lot of people are like, don't like it. And I had that conversation last night. That was actually a nice conversation I had last night, was about that. And just kind of, I would say the conversation, to summarize, was kind of a rollback to bigotry. And it was like, yeah, that's not good. This is not good. And then what do you do about it,
Right.
And I don't know. I don't know what you do about it on the macro.
Yeah.
On the micro is like, I am telling you, if you want to take a religious quote, Bill and Ted,
be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other. That is the best. I mean, you could take that to your church. Just be excellent to each other.
I mean, it all goes back to the golden rule, right?
And party on.
That's right.
Dudes.
That's right.
So
San Dimas High School football rules.
Let's not forget the party on.
Right.
But be excellent to each other. That's my only advice for 2017. Quite literally.
Be excellent to each other.
Yeah. And I'm more... You know what's funny?
Yeah.
With everything that's going on and how bad I feel... I know, like with everyone else...
Sure.
That I know feels bad, I am more sensitive to it than ever now. Like when I meet strangers and stuff, even though I don't like to meet strangers and I have mass anxiety about meeting people or being in crowds or whatever.
Sure.
But when I'm put in that situation... And I'm talking to Jerry, who may or may not. I don't know. I think he was feeling good in his clouds or whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's be excellent to each other.
Yeah. All goes back to the golden rule, folks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Unless then you see people being complete jerks and you're like, what are you doing?
Right.
But get out of there. Just so anyway, where was I? It's like, welcome everybody. You came here for the jokes and the one-liners, didn't you? And
that's right.
Instead you got bran muffins and almond milk.
Well, we're easing into it. It's a Monday. We just can't, we can't be bludgeoning people over the head with a comedic onslaught. We got to.
Well, we actually can. We could entertain, but I don't think we're up. Well, I don't think we're up to it.
We're easing into it.
This hour brought to you by Monsanto.
Ooh, that's right. When you don't want to know what's in your food, think Monsanto.
And West Virginia. The fact is, the fake news, Russian collusion story, record stock market, border security, military strength jobs. He's doing ellipses. Supreme Court pick, economic enthusiasm, deregulation, and so much more have driven the Trump base even closer together. Will never change. Will never change. Well,
yeah.
Hard to believe that the 24/7 hashtag fake news on CNN, ABC, NBC, CBS, New York Times, WAPO.
Literally every bit of media.
Well, he didn't say NPR.
No, but...
There you go. He didn't say NPR.
But I can't imagine the 45th president is a big fan of...
I don't know. Maybe Wall Street Week. Probably watched Louis Rukeyser.
If he can be bothered. He's more of an Access Hollywood kind of guy. He's a TMZ dude.
Was he ever on Wall Street? I don't know. He's not really a Wall Street guy, though. He's maybe he was. New York Times, WAPO, the Trump base is getting stronger. Wow. It's like,
yeah.
Working hard from New Jersey while White House goes through long-planned renovation. Did you know about this?
No.
Going to New York next week for more meetings.
I don't know.
The White House is being renovated.
Maybe by the time he's done with it, it's all going to be that weird, crappy gilt sort of gold thing. Yeah. We're going to look like, some sort of third world banana republic thing.
That weird gold stuff, yeah. Well, he did. Okay, so another thing that broke last week is he supposedly said the White House is a dump, but he denied it.
Until they actually had him on tape saying, yeah, the White House is a dump.
Yeah, so working hard from New Jersey while White House goes through long-planned renovation. Interesting. Interesting to watch Senator Blumenthal of Connecticut talking about hoax Russian collusion when he was a phony Vietnam con artist. What's that about?
Oh, back in 2008, Blumenthal made it was either 08 or 010. 08. He made a oblique reference about serving in Vietnam. It's one of those really tangible comments that it could be taken that he was fluffing his service record.
Yeah, like politicians haven't done that before.
Right.
Yeah, so it's 3 tweets he's got right here. Yeah. Interesting to watch Senator Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut talking about hoax Russian collusion when he was a phony Vietnam con artist. Never in U.S. history has anyone lied or defrauded voters like Senator Richard Blumenthal. He told stories about his Vietnam battles and conquests, how brave he was, and it was all a lie. He cried like a baby and begged for forgiveness like a child. Now he judges collusion? ? That's the President of the United States tweeting.
Yep.
And his interestingly enough,
stay classy, Donnie.
His wallpaper for his Twitter is a situation room. Wow, look at that! And then the look on his face. He's sitting at the table in the FEMA situation room with the cabinet. And just show you this right here. Take a look. Take a look at this. Oh, if it comes back. Hello. Oh, look at this. See?
Yeah.
If you're watching online here, that's his wallpaper there. There he is, FEMA. You can't really see the look on his face, but he's just kind of got that. It's that kind of like a squinty look. And there's the whole cabinet there around him in the FEMA. I wonder what that means.
Right.
Especially if it's at FEMA. Oh, that's not always a good presidential look.
No. Usually
when FEMA comes in, you got problems, right?
Right. Well, you only say the word FEMA when it's usually followed by natural disaster, because FEMA's never called on unless something's hitting the fan.
All I can think about FEMA is Katrina, W. And then what was it later? It was all about the trailers that they use and stuff that are all poisoned and whatnot. And you're just like, yep, that was government work for sure.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll never forget. Brownie, was it Brownie? You're doing an excellent job. Or Brownie, the guy who was running FEMA for W.
Yeah.
As people were like
trapped in the Superdome and
dying in the streets in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Whew. Government, that's not the government. Anyway,
yes.
I totally missed my soccer, the Community Shield, so I don't even know what happened.
I do. You won't like it.
That's what I figured. It usually is. It usually
to Arsenal.
No. I think that happened last time too.
They went on a place kick.
Oh well, there it is.
Yeah.
It's a friendly anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's not like really. Was the Queen there? Did you watch it?
No, I did not. I just saw the the crawler board when I was watching the
I know.
The Timbers.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
They came out. They came out and they won 3-1.
Oh, who'd they play?
They played the LA Galaxy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Galaxy's pretty down on the tables.
Yeah. Timbers come out like from the starting, boo, whistle, score a goal right off the bat, bam. And I was like, wow. Then literally 45 seconds later, LA comes right back down and bam, right in, tied 1-1. I'm like, oh god, here we go, you know. And and then LA moves the ball again. They get down there, bam, scores a goal, but it goes to video review, and they bring it back and saying, nope, no goal.
Oh, they did the video. They did the video.
Yeah.
The new MLS video.
Yep. And they reversed the call, took away the goal.
Wow.
And so it was still 1-1, and then Portland just poured it on, and by the time the final whistle blew, 3-1 win.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that new replay in MLS is going to be interesting.
It came in handy.
Right a week or two before that, it would have come in handy with the Seattle Timbers game, actually.
Right.
Because it was pretty much like we could have maybe...
Seattle, if I remember that game right, they were a bunch of thugs in that game.
Yeah, it was a little rough out there.
Yeah.
It was a little rough out there.
Oh, those Sounders.
Yeah, well, they were rough out there.
Right.
I was trying to see if there's any news. I was looking for my... I don't know... I save stuff on my phone to, I think, Facebook, and I don't think it saves on my desktop, but who knows? And then I was complaining about my Facebook stuff. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't... Can I stop talking like NPR today? All I can do is like it's like I feel like I'm in the Alec Baldwin Saturday Night Live set, the famous Shweddy, and his Christmas.
Everyone loves my sweaty balls.
Yes. I'll look it up, folks. It is what it is. Yes.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always like saving stuff, and I'm trying to save things, and I never have the stuff saved properly, and there's this and there's that, and I complain. You're on Curmudgeons on NPR radio.
That's right. We could be on NPR too.
This is our. I think this is our demo reel for NPR.
Sure.
I mean, we've got our morning zoo demo reel.
That's right.
And we've got our, Oh, which reminds me.
Okay.
This is perfect for NPR Monday. That's what this is NPR Monday.
That's right.
You didn't know. Okay, so we have a code name here at the Curmudgeons, a well-known code name, a popular code name.
Yes. And
what is it? We know what it is, and it comes up from time to time. It is none other than Jenkins. Jenkins! Jenkins!
Yep.
So last week, I'm doing this thing. It's a software, it's a technology conference thing. Oh. Technology people get together a lot and do confabs, right? They give talks, they talk about technology, they talk about things and stuff, and
networking and sharing of information.
Yeah, and information, and there's speakers who talk and give presentations on things and stuff like that. All kinds of technology. Well, this was a bunch of people, kind of like a system administrator people, kind of a developer administrator. There's all kinds of, there's database people, there's those people, there's
the IT
web
guy
people. There's all kinds of different silos of technology. This was one of those silos of technology, and they always have technologies that they're working with. Like the big one is GitHub, GitHub, and this is a thing that ended up revolutionizing, almost like over 10 years ago or whatever, how you check in the software and everything. It used to be like all these commercial packages. Like when you write software, you have to track the changes, be able to check out what version am I using and what changes, change control.
Gotcha.
And so Get is, so people will say, oh yeah, we'll do Get or whatever, and everyone knows what it is. And there's all these different technology. Apache is a web service.
Yes.
Docker, which, interestingly enough, I was running a little Docker container over here for playing around with it, which is a virtualization container. I mean, I don't want to get into a big technology thing. So these people are talking about their technologies, and there's always like all these code words and stuff.
Sure.
So I'm just sitting there, staying awake, drinking a little iced coffee.
Yeah.
Jenkins. Jenkins. I'm like, I've reached an alternative universe. I have no idea what it is, But they've got some technology that they call Jenkins.
See? Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, so
Yeah.
it's like a David Lynch, like my life is kind of David Lynch.
Sure.
So all of a sudden, I'm going through my day, and I hear Jenkins, not just at the software. It's like I'll be like at the supermarket or something, and the name Jenkins will pop up. Like Jenkins keeps like popping up, or the TV or the radio, and
There's
come
Jenkins.
down on Southeast Jenkins Road, and you can. And I'm just like, oh my God,
Yes.
what's going on? So there's something mysterious.
It's the Jenkins factor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jenkins is our Carmen Bonzia or whatever.
Right.
That's a David Lynch thing.
Or what? Usual suspect. He's our Kaiser, so say.
Yes. So it just keeps popping up. So here they're talking in this technology conference. They're like, oh, if you're running Schmeggerboard, Blixie, and Jenkins, it's like,
There you go.
what's Jenkins?
There you go.
We have Jenkins on our show. Jenkins.
That's right. He's our comedic foil. Jenkins. He's our everyman. He's our man Friday.
Later in the show, we'll be interviewing a woman who's doing organic farming on her parking strip on the next hour of curmudgeons.
That's right.
Sorry,
Hi.
I couldn't resist.
Good morning. I'm Jason Pfefferman, and this hour we'll be talking with Mr. Jenkins about how he is going to take over the world.
You have to be
Pfefferman.
You have to be Pfeffer.
He's
Pfefferman. You have to be Jason Jenkins Pfefferman.
Ooh. Oh God.
And now
A hyphen in there.
And,
I
yes,
like it.
yes.
Jason Jenkins Pfefferman.
Yeah.
That sounds entirely too respectable.
I like it though.
I do like it too. Jason Jenkins Pfefferman. What say you, Mr. Pfefferman? Well, let me tell you, when Pfefferman talks, people listen. It's like Merrill Lynch.
In
right?
our next hour, Jason Jenkins Pfefferman does a report on climate change and how it affects the Oregon coast.
That's right.
Oh man, shoot us now.
Next hour, erosion.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes.
Of course, if you're really tight with Jason Jenkins Pfefferman, you just call him JJF.
Pfefferman.
Or no, it'd be Pfefferman P. JJP.
When I sit down for a nice cup of coffee, I like some Pepperidge Farm Pfefferman. Pepperidge Farm Pfefferman is the finest. We are Beavis and Butthead. We have a graphic of the two of us, our cartoon avatars.
We're Beavis and Butthead in middle age.
We are Beavis. We this is what Beaver. We just are going to sit here and go Pfefferman. Pfefferman.
I am Pfefferman. I need teepee for my bun.
I know.
Yeah.
I am Pfefferman. I need teepee.
A Pfefferman.
Pfefferman.
Pfefferman's cool.
Pfefferman.
Pfefferman.
I know. It's like one person out there is laughing and other people are like,
right.
doing the John Belushi samurai. No, don't do it. It's okay.
Yeah, we see we're good at covering the extremes. While one's like really happy and laughing, the other one's like road rage, right? Pfefferman.
Oh, Pfefferman.
Or like Seinfeld. Newman.
Pfefferman. Now I want to go binge watch old Beavis and Butt.
Right. Yeah.
Pfefferman's cool.
Pfefferman's cool.
Yeah, you do it better than I had somewhere a whole I went to the bookstore when Beavis and Butthead was really big, and they had the Beavis and Butthead activity book, or someone gave it, and it comes with it had the remote control because they had the remote control, but it's a little soundboard with all their sounds.
Right.
And I used to annoy people because we had it at work in a cube, and then just all of a sudden you'd sit there and press a button and annoy people at work because that's what we do in America.
Gotta keep it lively.
Yeah. In our next hour, why American productivity is down in the post-Beavis and Butthead age.
Right. In the post Butthead age, you know.
James Jenkins Pfefferman on coastal erosion in Astoria, Oregon.
How is this?
Jesus.
How is this affecting?
Oh man.
Sea life. We'll be back right after this.
Oh.
Now, a word from X-Lax.
Oh, you can. They don't have. Yeah, they don't have commercials. They have those underwriting. I don't even know who underwrites. That was always the thing.
I totally missed it. I should have said yeah. And brought to you by viewers like you.
Oh,
Thank
yes,
you.
Yes.
See,
the coffee mug, right? You get a NuzBox coffee mug or T-shirt or whatever. We'll do that one of these days.
Now back
when we
to
gotta act together.
Now back to Pfefferman's City Limits.
Oh gosh,
that's Pfefferman's music show.
Yeah. No, it's like I don't even.
A Pfefferman home companion.
It got to the point where I stopped listening to NPR because of that. Because I mean, yeah, you had Click and Clack, the Car Talk boys.
Yes.
Hey, Car Talk, hey, you got a Subaru? It's like, hi, Click and Clack. My Volvo isn't working. What should I do? Buy a Subaru. It's like pretty much those guys. And then on the weekend, you had that wait, don't tell me guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was kind of like, okay. And then it was like, hour 6 of Prairie Home Companion. Mm-hmm. Like at some point, people are like,
because Garrison Keillor has that PBS voice too.
Folks, too much of a good thing. I mean, it's like, by the time, I'll give you the great example. By the time MASH was over, the series had outlasted the Korean conflict by many years, and it's kind of, in the end, you kind of gotta go, okay, we're done. Let's take it out on a high note, right?
Let's move on, yeah.
And Prairie Home Companion, I mean, I remember when it started, and it was kind of key. I mean, it was
kitschy and quaint.
Yeah. I realize that I'm a white middle-aged man, but sometimes there are things that are too white in the media. I'm just like, yeah, that's nice. Okay,
it's the vanilla factor.
Yeah,
we like your show. We like what you're doing. Our only concern is that you are too white.
Well, it just every once in a while, when you would, I don't know, you turn something on, you go, white people produced this, didn't they?
Right.
I mean, really. I mean, I don't know. I hate to, I just hate to, it's just kind of like.
There's white and then there's albino.
Well, I mean, you go to the store, you look in the bread aisle, you've got your Dave's and your this and that, and then you've got your Wonder Bread.
Wonder Bread.
And you're like, wow.
I used to love Wonder Bread, though. So soft.
When I was, why I liked it when I was a kid? Did you ever do this?
Okay.
You get your Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
Right? You get it out. And this is like us being boys.
Sure.
Kids.
Sure.
Like, how disgusting can we be? Well, let's try this. You pick off, you peel the crust off your Wonder Bread.
Okay.
You might need one or two. Mm-hmm. Then you take it in your hands and squish and smash it into this hard little ball.
Bread balls, yes.
Then you'd eat it or something.
It was bread balls, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we used to do that. What the hell was that?
I don't know, but I mean...
And it was weird. It was
a rite of passage, though.
It was like a silly putty or something. It was like, it would go from this Wonder Bread, this airy thing, into a smashed up thing of goo.
That's right. It was bread balls, yeah.
No chemicals in there, that's for sure. No. Just wait. No. And don't get me started on bread, folks. Bread is flour, water, little oil,
yeast
in there, yeast. Maybe salt and pepper.
Sure.
Maybe you could add olives if you want olive bread or whatever. I think you need a little sugar or something for the yeast to feed on.
Yes.
And that's it. That's it. You don't need any, like, when you read the ingredients for bread, I gotta go and, I gotta get some bread, you know. And you look, and the ingredients are this long for your bread stuff.
Yeah.
And you wonder why people get sick.
Right.
I mean, it's horrible. And mostly it's because shelf life, they want it to have a texture.
Yeah.
You know, they got the preservatives.
Sure.
It's bad. It's bad. But when you make bread...
Yeah.
Guys, I have a bread machine, and I can make it, and I'm always like, I got to make more bread.
Love that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you know, and recently, this next hour brought to you by Bob's Red Mill.
That's right, yeah.
Bob's Red Mill. Fine grain products. A couple weeks ago, I went to Bob's Red Mill.
Yeah.
And I didn't get... I kind of just walked through there mesmerized. It was like only the second time I've been
Bob's
there.
Red Mill, yeah.
Well, you go in the place where they have like a restaurant there, and then they have the country store where you buy stuff, and they got stuff in bulk. And you just go through there, and they have everything known to. I mean, it's like, you know, if you want a grain, we've got your grain,
right?
You know, and it's amazing,
yeah.
You know, and I'm just looking through there, going, wow, look at this, what's that? I've never heard of that, you know,
right?
They got nuts. They got all sorts of stuff in there.
Right,
all natural. You know, they kind of try the all natural stuff.
But again, I think we're that last generation that remembers old school home baked bread. We remember what bread used to be, right? Now, I know I made kind of a comeback with the bread machines, and I love bread machines, dude.
Yeah, I like mine.
But, I mean, we knew that the Wonder Bread and stuff, you know, certain mass-marketed, mass-produced bread stuff. But we also remember, you know, just the homemade bread. And a whole different, you know, it's a whole different ballgame. And that's why I love places like Bob's Red Mill, dude. Now, I know you can paint me as a middle-aged fuddy-duddy, and I readily agree with that. But
yeah, I mean, it's like the best thing you can do is just make your own bread, and it's easy. And if you get one of those little bread makers, and I have the little thing, and it's like, oh, the basic French bread, put the flour, and the better if you get the good flour.
Yes.
And Jason,
like King Arthur flour, right?
That's good, but
Trader
Bob's
Joe's?
Red Mill is very, very good flour. And if you put it in there and make it, and you can make it all in the bread maker, and you walk away, and 3 hours later, you get fresh bread.
Instead of fresh air, it's fresh bread.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be the name of our new show.
Fresh bread.
Welcome to Fresh Bread.
Hi,
Jason
everybody.
And Doc.
Hi. You know, if you're like me...
Oh, God.
Jason Jenkins Pfefferman, you really look forward to a nice buttered slice of bread. Well, here at Bob's Red Mill, they believe that the best in bread is right at your fingertips. So come on down today to Bob's Red Mill and say, hey, Jason Jenkins Pfefferman told me to come down here.
I think we'll send this over to the Red Mill folks.
We're just trying to help them.
It's not our usual show.
Right.
Like, yes, we have this morning program where we drink coffee and eat fresh bread. Maybe we should do it live from your Red Mill.
Oh, I'm feeling saucy this morning. Doc, hand over the marmalade.
Exactly.
You know.
Oh, that's good marmalade.
English muffins? Yeah. They're blowing my mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pass me another bran muffin, John.
That's right.
That gets me going in the morning.
That's right. Pass me another bran muffin so later on I can pass it.
Do you think just I'm going to throw this out here, just a random thought. Yeah. Do you think the late Lemmy was like a bran muffin almond milk morning guy? No, I think he was. Or was it just like he was a Jack Daniels on the breakfast table, and you know?
Yeah, I think it was Jack Daniels and cornflakes.
Yeah,
I think that was probably about it.
The Ace of Spades, give me some Jack Daniels.
Right.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I'm just thinking of various people in life that we've known in life and their lifestyles. You know, you have the. You know, I would be, if I was down there, if we were doing the show at Bob's Red Mill in the morning, right? Yeah. I would have to be wearing a sweater, of course.
Well, you got
it. Stuart Smalley kind of a thing.
Cardigan.
It's like
corduroys.
You're looking fresh and awake this morning, Jason.
Yes.
It's good to see you, my friend. It would start out something like that,
right.
And then we'd have some healthy bran muffins. Try one,
That is a fabulous sweater.
Right.
I really appreciate the earth tones.
Yeah. And today we have a special guest on Breaking Bread.
Breaking Bread segment on Fresh Bread.
Here's our Breaking Bread segment where Jason Jenkins Fufferman interviews Lemmy in the morning. How y'all doing? He's got Jack Daniels and
right. You bloody wankers.
What do you do to freshen up?
I haven't been fresh since 1972. Why, Lemmy? Lemmy, I noticed that you were partaking this morning in a very exciting banana nut bread.
Yes. Tastes like crap.
Right. So what you call this crap?
Where'd the whiskey go?
Pfefferman just threw it in front of me.
Exactly. It's like, oh, look at that. I didn't put on pants this morning. Who knew?
Who knew?
Oh, boy.
Yes. Later on in the show, we'll be talking to Bob.
Bob's going to bring in some nice flour samples, and Lenny's down there with a spoon and a. It's like, no, that's fine, unrefined wheat, Lemmy. I guess it is.
Emulsion. What did you just call me?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh.
It's like, no, don't. We don't snort the flour, Lemmy. We bake bread with it.
Here on Fresh Bread, Lemmy's going to snort lines.
Oh, my.
Let's hope he doesn't have a gluten problem.
Lemmy and Captain Beefheart are here.
That's right. That's our curveball.
Oh, wow.
PBS was never the same.
Wow. I just looked, because I'm like, it was actually cooled off last night.
Yeah.
And it says it's like 74 right now. It's going to be hot. But the deal is, and I know for me, like, I was kind of okay with that hot weather. I mean, it wasn't directly outside. But the humidity.
Oh,
really,
yeah.
And it says it's like 74% humidity right now or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's what the weather thing says.
It's that smoke and cloud cover that moved back in.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. So I might be a little delirious. And imagining a quiet moment with Breaking Bread with the curmudgeons here at Bob's Red Mill with special guest Lemmy and his friend Captain Beefheart. My.
Good morning, Captain.
Yeah. Does Captain Beefheart eat Captain Crunch?
Interesting.
Peanut butter or crunch berries?
Right.
Man.
And were you in the service at the same time as the captain and Tennille?
Mm-hmm.
Because,
the captain and love will keep us together.
That's right. Muskrat love.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of refined, awful crap we ate as kids.
Yeah.
Boy, I really had a warm spot in my heart for Captain Crunch with crunch berries.
Oh,
oh my gosh.
Right. I had two favorite cereals. In fact, I kind of do have two favorite cereals. Yeah. One is my absolute favorite, Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp.
Love me Cookie Crisp, yeah.
I think I know what that is. I think it's just like,
it's like miniature little cookies in a bowl.
It's like, how are you going to get your kids to eat for breakfast? Give them cookies.
That's right. Well, miniaturized cookies.
Mom's like, oh, good. Just eat your cookie. Because it's just cookies in a bowl with milk.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
Cut out the middleman. It's like, well.
So simple. It's genius.
Yeah. There was a comedian once who had a whole thing about serving cake to his kids in the morning breakfast.
Oh, that's a pre-Roofie Cosby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Mom's just there. The early morning shows or soap operas on. Mom's got the cigarette. Always with the mom. back in the day.
Back another bowl
the
full
ash,
of cookies.
right?
Right. It's like a foot long.
Foot-long
Would
ash.
you like some more cookies for your breakfast?
With the coffee. Yeah. And it's just like, you know, mom's just like, F these kids. They're a bunch of rodents. They're vermin. So it's like, you want breakfast? Oh, you don't like your breakfast? Here's a bowl of cookies. And the kids are like, we're eating cookies for
it's
breakfast.
like the Holy Grail.
I mean,
Which reminds me, coming up on Breaking Bread, we're going to talk with Ethel Pfefferman about her foot-long ash.
Oh my! I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I remember seeing that in ads, and I don't know when that came out. I don't know if I was older or whatever, but when they had commercials for Cookie Crisp, it was just. I mean, I think the commercial literally was like, you know, hey, we've given you cornflakes, we've given you oats, we've given you muesli and healthy grains and granola, and then we gave you sugar in a bowl, Lucky Charms.
That's right.
Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries. Now we're giving you absolutely zero nutritional value.
That's right.
And just crap in a bowl that the kids will love and that'll keep them on a sugar high all day. And that is the mini cookies. What the hell are they called?
Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp.
That's right.
Cookies in a bowl. It's like, you know, they should have just had chocolate bars in a bowl, or just Cookie Crisp goes well with
Fudge
a can
in
of
a bowl.
fudge, you know?
Yeah, I love
and
that.
some ice cream on top. I mean,
Sick of Wheaties?
if you're
Try a bowl of
Wheaties.
You know?
Like it used to be, they'd have some guy on. Well, they used to have Bruce Jenner eat your Wheaties.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that actually, I believe that Wheaties, because they would put the athletes on the front. I believe the Bruce Jenner Wheaties cover
kind of started it all.
I think that was like really the most iconic of all the Wheaties thing. Yeah, with him doing the decathlon and all that. And we grew up, that was like so iconic, right? And then they put other medalists and people on there. And Wheaties are supposed to be healthy,
robust,
athletic, you know. But it was the cookies, the Cookie Crisp is exactly like, and one of my favorite, again, John Belushi. Great John Belushi. Back in the old, like the first season of Saturday Night Live, really
sit there with a cigarette.
What you don't, you know, Saturday Night Live, this or that, and maybe it's too old school. Maybe I don't know. Maybe millennial. Maybe they wouldn't get the humor, but Saturday Night Live in the first, second season, whatever, the original, not primetime players, which was John Belushi was in there and all that.
Right.
They were brilliant. Chevy Chase. You know, they were brilliant. And one of the routines that John Belushi did was at the time of Bruce Jenner and the decathlon and the Wheaties commercial, because then they had a commercial with Bruce Jenner. It's like, you know, I logged a lot of miles and I ate my Wheaties, and there was Bruce Jenner, right? And someday
Belushi,
I'll be Caitlin.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
No. Nope.
Did not. I mean, wouldn't it be great for us to go time travel, get the time ring, time travel back to little Jason, little Doc.
Yeah.
We see the commercial, because that commercial was everywhere. There's Bruce Jenner. He was a hero, athletic hero. That's how, you know. And I think he did some business stuff that was good or whatever. And then the Kardashians and
they messed him up, man.
I don't know, but anyway, wouldn't it be great to go back in a time machine and just say, hey, little Doc, come here.
Little Doc.
Little Doc.
Little Doc, come here.
It's Papa Doc. Come here, little Doc.
Right.
Papa Doc, what are you doing here?
What do you want? You look familiar.
You look, You're me? Ah!
Yeah, that's what my younger self, I'd be looking at my older self like, I can tell you what I would have said. I would have looked at me and said, what happened to you, dude? Well, let me tell you something.
Come here, little Jason.
What do you mean your name's now Pfefferman?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so
little Jason, little dog.
Yeah, little Jason, little dog, and you'd explain, make
the bad men go away.
Right, especially after you were watching that commercial, which was iconic. We saw it.
Yes.
I mean, and it'd be like, let me tell you what happens later in the 21st century to Bruce Jenner.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
What? I mean,
that would have blown our minds. Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, not that there's nothing. Just Caitlin's happy.
Yeah.
Caitlin's having. I tell you what, Caitlin's having issues with is the Trump administration. Because we talked about the ban, transgender ban, and all that.
Right.
Not
and then the rolling back of civil rights.
Yeah. But then I think the news was what I had heard. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that they asked because they go to Caitlyn on these things.
Sure.
Because Caitlyn, Trump supporter.
Sure.
And I think she said still a supporter of Trump. I believe. I'm pretty sure.
I don't get that.
I don't get it either. But because I don't know. Anyway, but back to the Wheaties. So what happened was on Saturday Night Live, famously, you got the healthy Wheaties and all that, and then John Belushi comes out and does a parody of the commercial. It's on YouTube, and Belushi's wearing the USA getup,
the blue tank top.
He's got the javelin and everything. He's running the thing and all this, and John Belushi is famously. Well, he had a lot of stamina until, unfortunately, he didn't. Which was fueled by a lot of things.
Cocaine?
Well, I don't know. Stuff, yeah.
Cue the Eric Clapton song.
But anyway, and he was portly.
Yes.
And he was funny. And so he's out there running and doing all that stuff, and then he sits down and he's got a cigarette and he goes, I logged a lot of miles for the Olympics for winning that, and what was on my training table was little chocolate donuts. And
I love that donuts.
Just jamming chocolate donuts down his while he's smoking, right?
That's how he trains.
Which was a riff on the healthy Wheaties.
Yeah. But
the little Cookie Crisps. It might have well been John Belushi with his chocolate donuts. It's not even. I mean, do you get what? I mean, I might have been a kid when I saw it, and I went, "Oh wow!" It's just like, I mean, it's like it. It would be like going, "Hey kid, hey little Jason, this Christmas, we know you want some fun, and you're gonna ask Santa." For a Red Ryder BB gun.
That's right.
Well, F that, little Jason. Why not ask for a .357 Magnum? That's right. Don't you want a real handgun with real bullets?
Red Ryder, Red Schmider. You want a flamethrower?
Exactly. It's just like.
Yeah.
It's not even.
Well, when you're young and you ate Cookie Crisp, you felt like you were getting away with something, right?
I know.
Because
that's right.
I mean, it's not like Cheerios.
This is thing.
Yeah. Like, wow, I'm getting away with. I can't believe they're actually feeding me cookies for breakfast. I
know. It's like, and all I can think of is bad parenting. I mean, no offense, offense, but just literally like, shut up! I'm watching. What is it?
Cookie
My
Crisp?
Life to Live or whatever the hell those.
The daytime.
I don't even remember the soap operas, and just I imagine mom with the filter with the out here in curlers,
wearing with the house
with the
coat,
iron, and the coffee.
Shut up and eat your cookies.
Shut up and eat your breakfast. I don't want Wheaties. Shut up, little Jason. I don't want Wheaties. Wheaties taste like crap. Bruce Jenner eats Wheaties. I don't care. Wheaties taste like crap. Fine. Cupboard opens up.
Right.
Ooh,
and it's like
cookies in a bowl.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ah, gee whiz, Mom, you're the greatest.
Shut up.
Shut up. I'm trying to watch Merv Griffin over here.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
No, but anyway. Cookie Crisp, though, became more famous, I think, when I was, like, early teens.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So I was like, my mom was a purist, though. I mean, she was like, no, breakfast, you need to have, I mean, they would barely grudgingly give me Cheerios.
Oh, God, there it is, right there.
Cookie Crisp. Good old it was like a cookie thief, right?
General Mills.
Yeah.
Chip the Wolf, Cookie Jarvis, Cookie Crook, and Cookie Cop.
Cookie Crook, yeah.
Chip the Dog. Look at this. It's just... Yeah. You know what? I think I had it once. I think I tried it.
Sugared crack in a bowl?
No, it's just chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
It's little chocolate chip cookies that pass off as breakfast. Here, let's go to the camera. There it is, right there.
Right there.
That's what Cookie Crisp looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, I did
smothered milk.
Yeah. I don't think I had them for breakfast. I think I actually went over to a friend's house or
had
something
for snacks.
Yeah, because they're Cookie Crisp. They're a dessert.
Right. I like talking about vanilla stuff, man. I liked Life. I like Golden Grams.
Yeah.
Life was good. That was one of my favorite
chocolate
series.
Crisp, peanut butter Cookie Crisp.
Right.
Imitations, Cookie Jarvis. Where's the nutritional references?
No.
Cookie Crisp is a breakfast cereal this is Wikipedia, that attempts to recreate the taste of chocolate chip cookies. It's manufactured by General Mills in the United States and cereal partners under the Nestle brand in other countries. Introduced in 1977.
Wow, earlier than I thought.
No, I would have kind of guessed late 77. Well, 77, everything happened in 77.
Ooh, yeah.
Cookie Crisp?
Yeah.
Didn't Elvis die in 77?
78, but close enough.
Oh, shoot. Star Wars.
Yep.
So, dude.
Kiss Alive, too.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. Kiss was big in the
70s, yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you weren't wearing your Star Wars t-shirt and eating your Cookie Crisp, you were wearing your Kiss t-shirt.
Right.
Watching Star Wars, eating Cookie Crisp or something. Sneaking Cookie Crisp into
in your little Scooby-Doo lunchbox.
The Westgate.
Into the Westgate, right.
It was originally manufactured by Ralston Purina, hence they look like dog biscuits. Until they sold the trademark. Ooh, trademark.
Yeah. That is disquieting. I mean, hear the Ralston Purina made it. Like, oh boy.
This article may contain an excessive amount of intricate detail that may only interest a specific audience. It says advertising. Please help by spinning off or relocating. the Wikipedia gods have spoken.
Right.
Well, what do you think of Captain Crunch?
Love Captain Crunch berries.
What year do we think?
Oh, I'd say 60s.
I would guess... Yep. You nailed it. Captain Crunch is a product line of corn and oats. So there's actually something in there.
Yeah.
Unlike your Cookie Crisp. Introduced in 1963 and manufactured by the Quaker Oats Company.
That's right. Oh, that Quaker.
Yeah. Well, that was their thing. They were oats. They were Quakers.
Yes.
Which they believe in the good, the good
hearty fare.
Healthy living. You know. But Captain Crunch was full of sugar. It was not. But they at least tried to, it was developed to recall a recipe of brown sugar and butter over rice. Okay. The cereal was one of the first to use an oil coating for flavor delivery.
Flavor delivery.
Yes. Wow, an oil coating for flavor delivery.
Huh.
Yes.
I do like my Crunch berries, though.
Interestingly enough, Quaker Oats and Exxon merged at one point in the 60s. Who knew? This is interesting because this goes into a weird NPR. Today we're reviewing the psychology behind David Lynch and Twin Peaks. No, there's this essay. There was this essay that was really, really good, and it's around Twin Peaks because the return and everything.
Yeah,
and it's an essay about corn, which there's a whole thing about the evil cream corn, oil, as in oil refinery. And something else, convenience stores. And what's funny is reading this Captain Crunch. That's all those things. Like it's like there's some thread about the atomic age and the convenience age, and it's all kind of like modernity, late 20th century, and how we have kind of lost our way, Like when we talk about bread and there's 40 million ingredients, but really all you need to do is go to bobs, get some flour, get some water, some olive oil or whatever, and put it in a thing and make some fresh bread and be happy and healthy.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we kind of have. I mean, we become processed.
Well, it's worse now because of the phones. Now everyone's like worried about all the social media and the phones and everything.
It's a fast food culture too, right? We need it now. We want it now. We don't want to prepare it ourselves. We want someone just to shove it through a window to drive through and get on with our evening or whatever.
That's what always scared me about it, because, you know, let's take it back to now we're going to discuss Star Trek. No, back to, you know, back in the big Star Trek fan, right?
Sure.
And all that.
Sure.
And the Next Generation and the follow-on stories. And the next,
Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine, especially, actually.
Voyager.
Yeah. But especially Deep Space Nine, especially after Next Generation Deep Space Nine, and you're thinking, this is our future. Our future is the Federation and Starfleet. We work out our problems. You know, Jim Kirk, Captain Picard, the Vulcans. We're one big happy universe family. Klingons bad.
Brotherhood of aliens.
That's right. Yes. You know. But I always watched that and was concerned because they had these one peoples called the Ferengi.
Love me the Ferengi.
And they were these little troll-like plastic-headed people with big ears.
And sharp teeth.
And originally when they introduced them in the Next Generation, they were going to be the next big bad because they kind of didn't have the Klingons as enemies anymore. So they needed a new thing, so they invented the Ferengi. And so they were, the first episode, they're like these evil guys, and they've got like electric whips and stuff. Right. And it did not go over well at all. It was like, are you kidding me? You know, little troll, you know. And so they ended up kind of
they turned them into
changing them into almost more comical.
Yeah.
A little more comical.
The stereotypical pawnbroker. I mean, they were like Donald Trump, the alien Donald Trumps, the con men sort of.
That's the thing. Their whole turns out as we get, and they were able to develop the Ferengi. And Deep Space Nine, there was one of the main characters is the bar owner, was Ferengi, and his brother-in-law and his son, and so there's lots of Ferengi stuff going on. And the whole point of these Ferengi is that their whole world and their empire is all built on capitalism, but
commerce, and
capitalism to like the ultimate capitalism that would make a hedge fund manager giggle and grin. Like a Scaramucci go, I like that planet. I like these guys, right?
Right.
I mean, really something. And when I'd watch that show, I'd think, gosh, are we going to be the Ferengi here on Earth and not so much the Federation?
Right.
We're going to like be selling cookies and oil-coated Captain Oats to kids. I mean, I don't know.
That's our dark side, man.
Don't you love it how we go, and when we come up to end the show on a Monday, feel good Friday, and what do? I pretty much crap all over it.
Well, you know, you're just setting down something for someone to digest later. You know, let me put this for you. You know. Yes.
When we come back in our second hour, how global climate change will wipe out every living thing by 2019 on the next.
That's right.
Morning with Curmudgeons.
Hi, after the break, we're going to come back and we're going to have a sit-down, one-on-one, gripping interview with a starving polar bear. We'll be back right after this. You know, that's what we're going to do.
Why the penguins have turned to their own cannibalism due to climate change on the next.
When good penguins go bad. Next on Fresh Bread.
Oh, you got to admit, well, I know we've had this back and forth about Alex Jones and his problems, but you got to admit when he talks about gay frogs.
Right.
Just look it up.
Gay frogs.
Who knows? There are a lot of chemicals in there. I don't know.
You never know.
There's a lot of chemicals in there.
Yeah, in the old Trojan nuclear power plant pond, there was three-eyed fish, so you never know. Maybe there were.
Yeah. Gosh. I'm just like, no, were we talking about this, or was I had this conversation about the salmon and there was a thing about all the stuff that they were finding in the salmon.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How to treat your depression by eating salmon infused with Prozac on the next curmudgeons.
Right. Decontaminating your salmon after this.
Yeah. We'll leave you with that, and we're all going to die very soon. Sooner than you think.
We're all...
Don't forget, we're doing a fundraiser. Get your coffee cup and your NuzBox button.
That's right. If you come down to Bob's Red Mill right now, you can get your own NuzBox party pack, including a zippy brand new NuzBox button.
Bob's gonna catch the show and go, "Who are these guys?
Right.
Can we sue them?
We're gonna have
they're jerks. They're not curmudgeons. They're jerks."
They're gonna have our pictures at the front door saying, "Do not let these two in." But all I wanted was some bread mix.
Yeah. I imagine Bob as a curmudgeon, although I can't say that for sure because I have actually seen him.
He always seems pretty happy.
Yeah, I have actually seen him in the wild.
In the wild, yeah.
He was actually nice, talking to people and nice, but But what I want him to be is like really angry and crunching.
Right.
What do you mean you're giving your kids cookies for breakfast? Are you stupid?
Right.
They need grains. You don't even have to cook the grains. Just shove the grains down their gullets.
You need oats, damn it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like the Quaker Oats guy.
Right.
I don't even speak English.
Yeah, I never trusted the Quaker Oats guy. His picture, he looked a little shifty to me. And I don't know if it was because the buckle hat or whatever he was wearing, but I definitely thought that there was something going on with the Quaker guy.
There was one point as a young kid that I couldn't distinguish between the Quaker Oats guy and Captain Crunch.
Ooh.
And then throw some Captain Kangaroo in there, and you're like, I'm very confused now. Who is my captain? My captain.
What Navy is turning out these dudes?
Yeah.
Captain Kangaroo, Captain Crunch?
I know, right?
I don't know. Are they what class of Annapolis are they in? I don't get it.
And what was with the Mr. Green Jeans guy?
Yeah, I never trusted him either. I mean, I like green. I like the color green and all, but green jeans.
I could never distinguish Mr. Green Jeans from the Jolly Green Giant. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know,
it's
guys.
Just a whole lot of green.
I think we should wrap it up.
Okay.
I think so we're gonna leave you with some final thoughts here on Morning with Curmudgeons on NPR. Jason, while you're eating that last bran muffin, tell us what you're looking forward to this week.
I tell you, I'm looking forward to well, I don't know if I should say this over open air. I'm going to go ahead and say it anyways. I'm looking forward to exfoliating this week. I'm going to go through a soul exfoliation process.
That sounds wonderful. And you know what I'm concerned with is that in 2019, climate change will turn parents into cannibals, and they'll be eating their own children.
That's right. It's no longer Cookie Crisp, folks. It's Cookie Kids. And Kids is Soylent Green.